Welcome to the world of soft plastic bait making, where the possibilities are endless. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a skin pour using bait molds. This technique will allow you to create custom colored lures or add texture and detail to your bait. First, you'll need to prepare the soft plastic by heating it. If you want to add color to your bait, you can do so by mixing a coloring agent with the hot plastic. Pour a small amount of the hot plastic into the mold. The molds are heated to keep the plastic as thin as possible for the skin. Cover the mold completely to create a solid skin. Pour out the excess. Allow the plastic to cool and solidify. I'm pouring over a hot plate. I cover it with parchment paper for easy cleanup. I will remelt this and use it again. Once the soft plastic has cooled, clean up the edges so the mold will close completely. Be very careful not to tear or accidentally pull the skin from the mold while cleaning the edges. The skin pour should remain attached inside the mold. You can paint the skin using many techniques. Today I'm going to show you how to airbrush soft plastic baits. A technique that will take your bait making to the next level. To airbrush soft plastic baits, you'll need an airbrush and compressor, paints or coloring agents, a respirator mask, and thinner or reducer. Make sure the bait is clean and dry before airbrushing. Next, set up your airbrush and compressor according to the manufacturer's instructions. Put on a respirator mask to protect yourself from inhaling any paint particles. Practice spraying on a test surface to get a feel for the airbrush and the paint flow. Adjust the air pressure and nozzle size to achieve the desired spray pattern and coverage. Allow the paint to dry completely before handling or using the bait. This may take a few hours depending on the type of paint and the humidity in the air. Tiger-striped fishing lures are a popular type of fishing lure that imitates the pattern and colors of a tiger's stripes. These lures are designed to attract fish by mimicking the appearance of natural prey that fish would typically feed on, such as small fish, insects, or other aquatic creatures. Tiger-striped fishing lures come in a variety of shapes and sizes, including topwater lures, crankbaits, jigs, spinnerbaits, and soft plastic baits. They are typically made with a combination of materials such as plastic, wood, metal, or rubber. The tiger stripe pattern on these lures is usually achieved through the use of a paint or dye that is applied to the lure's surface. The stripes can be either vertical or diagonal and may be thin or thick, depending on the desired effect. Some tiger-striped lures also have additional colors or patterns added, such as spots or scales, to further enhance their natural appearance. When using tiger-striped fishing lures, it's important to consider the type of fish you're targeting and the water conditions you'll be fishing in. For example, in clear water conditions, a natural-looking tiger stripe pattern may be more effective at fooling fish, while in murky or stained water, a brighter, more vibrant color scheme may be necessary to attract attention. Tiger-striped fishing lures can be used in a variety of fishing techniques, including trolling, casting, and jigging. They are particularly effective for catching predatory fish such as bass, pike, and muskie, as these fish are often attracted to the movement and appearance of the lure. I recently discovered that lingcod love these. Overall, tiger-striped fishing lures can be a versatile and effective tool for any angler looking to catch more fish. By experimenting with different colors, patterns, and fishing techniques, you can find the perfect combination to help you land that next big catch. It's time to fill the skin. We made some fancy windsocks. Long liners will get that joke. This is plastisol made specially for soft plastic baits. It needs to be heated to 350 degrees. Time to put the hook inserts in, make sure the mold can shut tight, and that nothing is blocking the injection ports. I'm hand pouring 2 molds, 7-inch swim baits, and I'll be injecting 2 molds. Hand pouring soft plastic bait molds is a popular technique used by bait makers to create custom soft plastic baits. It involves melting and pouring soft plastic material into molds, allowing the material to cool and solidify, and then removing the baits from the molds. Prepare your soft plastic bait material by cutting it into small pieces or strips. This will help it melt faster and more evenly. Place the soft plastic bait material into a pot or container and heat it up using a heat source such as a stove or hot plate. Alternatively, you can use a microwave to heat the plastic in short bursts, stirring it between each burst. Once the soft plastic bait material has melted, add any desired coloring agents or scents and mix thoroughly using a stirring tool. Apply mold release spray to the molds to prevent the plastic from sticking. Make sure to apply a thin and even coat. Carefully pour the melted plastic into the molds, making sure to fill them to the desired level. Avoid overfilling the molds, as this can cause the plastic to overflow and create excess waste. Allow the plastic to cool and solidify for several minutes, depending on the size of the bait and the thickness of the mold. Once the plastic has completely solidified, gently remove the baits from the molds. Repeat the process for additional baits, using the same or different molds as desired. It's important to note that hand pouring soft plastic bait molds can be a time-consuming and delicate process, and it may take some practice to achieve the desired results. Additionally, proper safety precautions should always be taken when working with hot plastic, including wearing gloves and working in a well-ventilated area. Injecting soft plastic bait molds is a popular technique used by bait makers to create custom soft plastic baits. It involves using an injector to inject soft plastic material into molds, allowing the material to cool and solidify, and then removing the baits from the molds. Prepare your soft plastic bait material by cutting it into small pieces or strips. This will help it melt faster and more evenly. Heat up the soft plastic bait material in a pot or container using a heat source such as a stove or hot plate. Alternatively, you can use a microwave to heat the plastic in short bursts, stirring it between each burst. Once the soft plastic bait material has melted, add any desired coloring agents or scents and mix thoroughly using a stirring tool. Apply mold release spray to the molds to prevent the plastic from sticking. Make sure to apply a thin and even coat. Insert the injector nozzle into the melted plastic and draw the plunger back to fill the injector with melted plastic. Place the injector nozzle into the mold and slowly inject the plastic into the mold until it is filled to the desired level. Avoid overfilling the molds, as this can cause the plastic to overflow and create excess waste. Hold the injector in place for several seconds to allow the plastic to cool and solidify. Gently remove the baits from the molds. It's important to note that injecting soft plastic bait molds can be a delicate process that requires some practice to achieve the desired results. Additionally, proper safety precautions should always be taken when working with hot plastic, including wearing gloves and working in a well-ventilated area. And there you have it, a custom-made soft plastic bait and some advanced bait making techniques. Remember to always take proper safety precautions when working with paints and thinners and hot plastic. Follow all instructions and guidelines for your specific equipment. Now go out there and catch some fish.